Hello everybody, and we're about to continue our Let's Play series of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Let's see where adventure is going to be taking us next. So, in our last episode, we were finding the remaining Ilium Lois Knights, and now we're making our way toward the burnt Ivory King, which is the last main boss of the DLCs. There is another boss in the frigid or frozen outskirts, but this is the boss that leads to the crown. Okay, let's see something here. Let's throw on... There we go. Is there a summon over here? I thought there was somewhere. I always try to bring some friends along for the first try, though they usually ends up where it doesn't quite work out for us. For some reason, it just never pans out the way we think it will. Okay, so we got Twiggy and we got Lucatiel. Okay, it is time to hop on down and enter the old chaos. Let's see how it goes. It's always such a cool entrance. Oh boy, they're all coming after us. Okay, looking good so far. Of course, these might be some of the Lois souls. You have to collect 50 of those to get the awesome gear that comes with the Burnt Ivory King. Oh boy. Okay, that's one door. Get a life gem going right here. Okay, we're looking pretty good right now. Go. Let's actually get a herb. Okay, that's two. Oh, are we already starting? Okay. We're looking great right now. But we'd like to close up that door. Here he comes. Now we're not going to do much damage to him in this situation because we have two summons along. Let's take out this guy first. Oh, he's coming after us. Oh my god. Let's get some space here. There we go. Oh, he just missed us on that. Let's get another herb real quick. Oh, we got us on that one. Oh, just missed. Okay, it's down to Lucatil, Twiggy, and us. Oh, there goes Lucatil. Oh, Twiggy's in a bad spot. Such a cool sword. Twiggy might actually make it through here. And we got him. Nice. I think that's actually the very first time that made it through with all the help from a summons, because usually, just by luck, I usually die right when the Burnt Ivory King comes, and then I just had to not use summons the rest of the attempts because it just works out better usually. But in this situation, we actually did pretty well with the summons, which is nice. Faint heat lingers in the ancient crown, and of course, it's just cool to see kind of a throwback to the old chaos. Definitely reminds you of Lost Izalith. But we picked up a new crown, of course, and a soul. Actually, we don't have... well, we do have the Ivory King soul. There we go. The proud Ivory King was ever merciful and devoted himself to the protection of his great land until he was devoured by the flames of chaos. It's kind of a sad story for the Ivory King, as he put himself in the way of the chaos to save his people. And our last item... oh, we also have a Lois soul as well. Knights of Lois were taken by chaos and lost all sense of purpose and being. The few woeful souls that trudged back home were guided by some faint vestige of self. And of course, the last crown. Right here. Far to the north, a king built a great cathedral to appease the raging flame, but when he sensed the degradation of his soul, he left without a word, leaving everything to Alsana, who had unbeknownst found a place at his side. Of course, Alsana is one of the few, maybe the only, shard of Manus that doesn't seem to be like pure evil. Because Lysandra, and then you got Alana, not much better. And then Nadalia, not much better either. But Alsana's actually kind of in a different category.
You've granted my one wish. Now, I have no regrets. I was born amidst the dark. Long ago, in the depths of the abyss, my father perished. The dark shattered into tiny pieces, one of which was me. How frightened I was. A frail thing, born from but a splinter of dark. I felt that I might simply disappear. I am, in fact, the incarnation of my father's fears. I saw that the king of this land was strong. I sought him only to sustain myself, to smother my fears. Now, I realize that he may have known all along. I was born of fear, and my Lord provided comfort. And so, here I remain, heiress to my Lord's wishes, watching over chaos. Until the end of time. The knights of Acclaimed were swallowed by the chaos, where their souls still remain. I pray for their deliverance. The knights where there's I pray.
Okay, I think that is all for dialogue. And in our first playthrough of Dark Souls 2 on the channel way long time ago, we did a faith build, and we actually collected all 50 Lois souls, which took a very long time, like hours. And then we went all the way up and actually got to talk to Alsana. And then you can get the burnt Ivory King's armor, and it's a pretty special moment, actually. Something I think doing at least once is kind of a cool idea. But gathering all those souls takes a very long time and is quite the commitment. Okay, I think we are going to be heading on out. Let's see here. Attuning spells. We probably don't need 44 of these right now. And let's throw on some other stuff. Let's see, let's throw on Soul Spear Barrage. And that should do it. Because we have one more fight to take on. Which is all the way in the Expulsion Chamber. As we take on one last moment of the Ilian Lois DLC. The burnt Ivory King taken care of. We hop on down and take a sleigh ride. And trek where very few have gone before. The frigid outskirts, of course. And we are going to need more herbs. There we go. See, once the snow dies down, we'll actually know which way to go. It's a cool area, also a hard to navigate area. Like, all the snow does make it pretty atmospheric. But it is just hard to figure out where your bearings are sometimes. Okay, where are our summons? This way. There we go. I think we can bring a couple along, maybe 3 people. There we go. Okay, Abbess Viva. Hedda Vengarl, and 1 more, just for good measure. Manhunter O'Hara. Of course, we'll wait for the snow to die down again. As we await the onslaught of the angry ice unicorns. Okay, which way are we going here? And wait for the snow to die down. Where is our heading? Let's wait 1 more round. I think it might be this way. Okay, there we go. Just take it 1 checkpoint at a time as we make our way on over. Okay, dried root. There might not actually be any enemies in this first checkpoint for us. But once we start making our way in this direction, it really starts to change. Forget if we'll hear them first or see them, but they're on their way. Oh boy. There we go. Oh my god. And there we go. Continue in this direction. Just keep topped off as we make our way. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I think we were pretty close to the structure, but now I can't see, so I kind of have to just wait it out and hope for the best. Oh boy. Okay, let's just make our way in here and continue along. Okay, we can help the group out. Okay, there we go. Let's grab this real quick and heal everybody on up. Everybody into the water. There you go, Vengarl. There you go. Okay. Where is our next heading? I think it's all the way over there. I hope. Sometimes I have been known to go back the other way. Oh my goodness. Let's grab our bearings over here. This is the right spot, nice. Go. Oh, we got a unicorn in here, actually. Okay, human effigy. Now let's see. Where is our last spot? Let's actually wait it out a little bit. It's going to get a little wintry soon. Let's take a moment. Gather ourselves. We're almost to the boss fight, which is a twin fight with essentially two versions of Ava. It's, I think, I always forget their names. Lud and Zalin or something like that. Okay, now let's see. Is it over here? It's like a special drop-off spot. Oh boy. Oh, there's two of them, of course. Oh my goodness. Oh, we don't need that right now. Oh my god, we got killed. Well, that didn't go well. On the bright side, the souls don't mean too much to us, but we were so close to the ending there. Let's hop on down. Okay, just for fun, we might try this one solo. Just try to make our way through. We were doing pretty well up until that point, though, which is kind of a shame. Okay, it's this direction. It actually wouldn't be too bad if you didn't have to run back the entire way each time, though. That is what makes it such a chore. Lacerating knives. Take a quick heal. Okay, there is our next spot. Sure, we'll see some more friends along the way. Yep. Oh, that didn't feel good. Got us on that one. Oh boy, we might not make it. Oh my god. And that's why you don't try to outrun them. Because they'll just keep on following you. Now, I forget, if we put on one of these crowns, I think we do become human. Let's see. Is it the King's Crown? Is it the Burnt Ivory Crown? Or maybe if you wear it, one of these crowns, you actually just don't. When you die, I don't think you become hollow. I forget which one it is, though. Either way, let's pop an effigy and try it again. Let's see here. Which crown do we want? Might actually have to wait till we talk to Drangleic to get that. Okay, let's see how it goes. We're about 30 minutes in here with our third attempt ongoing. Sometimes this goes much more smoothly, sometimes it doesn't. You kind of don't know what you're going to get yourself into sometimes. Let's bring some friends along again, now that we have lost all of our souls. Oh. I think we're actually heading in this direction anyway. Okay, there we go, and here's our next heading. I think we'll opt for the strategy of just taking them out as quickly as possible. Just keep on going, because running away does not always work out for the best. Okay, they're going to be coming soon. Okay, There we go. Go. I think we're going in this. Oh, of course. Sometimes what can go wrong does go wrong. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh, he got healed. Which way were we going now? We don't know. Maybe this way? Maybe not. This might just be snow. I think it's this one. Let's try to make it before they arrive. That'd be nice. And there we go. Got our healing waters. Okay, that's our second route. Where is our third? Kind of gonna leave this body right here as a marker for us in the future, in case we don't make it. As we approach. Oh, there we go. Okay, which way were we going? I think this way. Good. Just for good measure, let's actually throw on, just in case we're gonna need it. Some repair powder. Okay, now we got one last leg to go here. just get through. And then we get to fight the boss. This isn't even the boss part yet. Which is... I always forget which way it is. Is it over here? It might be right over here, actually. Right by this little cliff over this way. We can just get there before the winter. There we go. Now we hope everybody does not fall off. That would be lovely. And we made it. Whew. Let's actually be at full strength here. Now is everybody ready? Okay, in we go. Okay, who's coming out first? Oh my god. Let's get a heal. Oh my god. Don't need the attention right now. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's get some space here. Oh boy. Are not looking good. Double sip. Almost done with one of the pets. Yeah, this Feva's not doing well. Oh. Get a sip. I think that's one. Okay, we're looking okay right now. Oh no, we got the bite off. Looking okay, and that should do it. Whew. What an encounter that always is. The victory achieved. Soul of Blood and Soul of Zolin. Oh my goodness. Now I do believe there's not much to talk about with these. Just each of the Ivory King's 7 beasts was conferred a specific duty. Zolin's was the mercy killing of exiles. Whew. That takes care of the last portion of the Burnt Ivory King DLC, and what a time it is to get through this section. You always feel pretty good afterward, though. That pretty much wraps up, though, the majority of our series. We only really have to take care of the end game. As we make our way toward the last portion. I think before we do anything, though, we're not going to need this or this right now. Let's actually hop on over to Vendrick and talk to him, because I think once we have all those crowns, he actually has some dialogue. Where is the crypt? There we go. Don't have to worry about any of these guys this time. Nope, he didn't make it. It's been so long since we actually been in this area. Vendrick was many moons ago. But I believe he has some pretty important dialogue coming up. Now that we have all 3, or 4 crowns I should say, but all 3 of the DLC crowns.
Seeker of fire, deliverer of crowns. What do you see in the flames? Find the crowns and your own answers. The crowns hold the strength of lords from times long past. Seek adversity, as befits you, seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. Seeker of fire, conqueror of dark. I too sought fire once. With fire, they say, a true king can harness the curse. A lie, but I knew no better. Seeker of fire, you know not the depth of dark within you. It grows deeper still, the more flame you covet. Flame, oh, flame. Seeker of fire, I see you've subdued another foul creature. One of the father of the Abyss spawn. That confounded quintessence of humanity. The Abyss once had form, but then dissipated. And yet, traces of its existence endured. Each fragment, thirsting for power, spread dark with no relent. My dear Chandra was one such fragment. A feeble, tiny thing that thirsted for power more than any other. Driven by insatiable lust for a worthy vessel. One day, fire will fade, and dark will become a curse. Men will be free from death, left to wander eternally. Dark will again be ours, and in our true shape, we can bury the false legends of yore. Only, is this our only choice? Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. Seek strength.
There we go. Now I think our crown retains our humanity whenever we wear it.
The rest will follow.
And the Ashen Mist fades. Essentially, he's providing us some backstory a little bit on some of the crowns that we acquired and the enemies we found along the way. In addition, giving us kind of our options. Choose the fire or the dark. And the fire, it does seem choosing the fire is kind of misleading because we can't contain the curse. But I think that is going to wrap this one on up. And in our next one, I think we're actually just going to head on over and meet with Nashandra and Aldia for the final portion of the game. The final portion of the game. And we will conclude our adventure and our journey. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll be talking again real soon.